within range.
When you guys were starting out and you guys were making music and you guys were making albums together, it seemed like you guys all were relatively on the same page of what the vision was for the group. Like, how was that first initial conversation when you guys decided business-wise to say, we're doing this together, this is going to be a group thing? Like, what were some of those visions of, like, where do we want to end up? Like, what's the plan for us? How are we going to get there?
Well, that's actually a good question. A big part of it was Chunk telling us we needed we needed branding, because we were just for so long we were just kind of rapping, and we would always be on the same page about like what we wanted to like rap about, and like we are always just been about rapping about what we've been through and like trying to find a positive outlook on it. But like at one point there it was just like so bland, and like it's like, so like if we're gonna take this further, like what's your brand? Like, what are you? Who are you? What do you stand for?
Drew talks about
brand. We're like, Chunk, what the fuck do you mean? He's like, figure it out. That was literally what Chunk told me. Figure it out, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to know your brand.
Yeah.
And so, like, that conversation right there specifically was one that, you know, was had for months after that, because we're like, what is our brand? Like, what are we doing? Like, what do we want to be known for? Like, what do we want to put out in the world? Why are people going to listen to us? All these fucking questions just come up, and it's like, well, we've always known we're positive, inspiring, motivating people. And like, we're like, well, that's brand right there. You know what I'm saying? So like you build off that, and it's like, well, your music can get further into that, you know, that motivational slot, and like your clothes, your merchandise can be positive and all this shit. So it's like, it's still building.
Yeah,
branding.
I feel like the
branding.
It's always got to be evolving too, because times are changing, the market's changing, what you want, and people that, you know, fucked with you a few years ago, you all kind of need to vary it up. But then you also need to not alienate the base that wants you to stay the way you are, because a lot of people want that from an artist. When they find them, they're like, no, they're doing this style. When I found them, I really like that. And then when they change it up, they're like, no, he fell off. And it's like, no, they're just an artist doing different stuff. But
and that's why we were really happy with like having a message and like knowing the kind of vibration we wanted to put out into the world. Because no matter what we do, if it's a hard rap song or a fucking like my new shit that I made with the Kaleidoscope Kiss, like more singing and stuff, the message is still the same. It's the same shit. You're gonna come and get the same shit, but it's gonna be better than it was before, because that's what we're changing. It's the only thing we're gonna change is like the things that we didn't like.
Yeah,
Make it better. You know what I'm saying? Keep the message, keep the fucking vibes, keep all that shit. Make it better. You know what I'm saying? So
dope.
So yeah, and so like this shirt right here. Like this man, he passed the torch off to Matt Hat, who you guys talked to. He's our manager.
Shout out manager Matt, dude. One of the hardest working guys in the game, dude.
For sure, dude. We've seen it.
And yeah, and because Chunk has always been the person first to know what we need, to know where we can get better, and to know like what we need to do to like get to the fucking next spot. And so like Matt came along. We got up with Matt, but like Chunk's still here doing this. Like Chunk's still part of that, man. I'd say it's a management team almost, because this man, like this was his fucking. He got this whole fucking blessed vibe line, like all the designs he got.
Wow.
That was he did
man.
that. So yeah. I mean, fuck, I fucking love this shit.
It's awesome.
I've been waiting for the new
shirt,
Bless shirts too, because we used to rock the Bless shirts back in the day, and I've been waiting for the new shit.
For the new drop.
But like, yeah, so that was his homie who did them, and his homie passed him the Bless shit. So now it's like, let's run with this shit. Yeah, it's dope. It's dope as fuck.
Man.
So one of the things I wanted to also kind of talk about is what I love about you guys is you guys are a whole team of people, and I recognize it seems like very early on, like you guys are all hustlers. You guys are all really hardworking people. And it seems like you guys are all running at the same cylinder throughout the whole journey. And it's at a very high speed. Like, how do you find the right people to keep up with that work ethic? Or is there ever any times where you guys have to sit down and it's like, hey, you're not putting in the effort that you need
Oh,
to. Like
for
you need to
sure.
either pick it up, right?
For sure, dude. Yes, for sure. That conversation was had at the end of this last year, 2023.
And you guys been moving different. I mean, I tell people all the time, I'm like, when we sat down with Snow and now we're getting the chance to sit down with you, I'm like, these guys are legitimately making a living off of hip hop music.
Yeah.
How many people can say that?
Yeah.
You can pretend or you can make
Yeah.
it seem like
Yeah.
that, but we're starting to know who's who, and you guys are doing it.
Yeah.
Like legitimately.
Yeah, and it's honestly at a very small scale at the moment when I'm trying
At the moment.
and we're in the process of scaling that shit up, and that's why I said we had that conversation about stepping it the fuck up because it's that time and we're all 30, 31, about to be 31, 32.
All the same age.
And it's
Yep.
time to scale up. You know what I mean? There's no more fucking around. It's like people need to get what they need to get done and do it.
I had the same realization recently, man. I'm 31, and it's
Yeah.
just like, all right,
It's on you.
put up or shut up at this
Yeah,
point.
it's
dude.
on
It's
you. At
just
the
like-
end of the day, it's like if you don't win, it's nobody's fault but yourself.
Yep.
Because you thought it was gonna be handed to you at some point. You were gonna get saved. Whatever the fuck you thought, it didn't happen because
Yep.
that is it's a 0.01 chance that shit happens, bro.
Yes.
Like
Right.
you want to know 100% chance, you make it happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just do it.
That's 100% chance you're gonna fucking make it happen because you fucking make it happen.
because it's not an option to not.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And
Right.
and to answer the first part of your question, law of attraction. That is how you find the people. And it's so fucking natural. Yeah, it's the law of attraction. I mean, all of us found each other in times where we were going at our fullest capability or like our fullest feeling. Like we felt really good about what we were doing and we would run into Chunk or and A Factor
Right.
or Matt Hat or Action, like
Yeah.
rolling this blunt, meeting Dizzy. It's like it's all the universe, bro. It's like to even get in with Action, I had to just do what I was doing, which was what I was doing was working with this booth at Chalice. That felt good to me. I was like, I want to go to Chalice. I want to see Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
have a good time with Snowman and my boys. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Just turned out Dizzy Wright's there. The homie fucking booked them all. He can get you backstage. It's like all these pieces just fucking boom, boom, boom. It's like you can't make that happen.
No.
That's the fucking universe,
It's
bro.
meant to be.
And it was
Right.
your vibration that put you there to fucking allow that shit to happen. So meet these people and build this team. Like it takes a village, but like you can't rush it. You can't force it. It just is what it is. And like the people that aren't supposed to be there will naturally fall off. They'll get weaved. The universe will weed them out.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've seen it. It's like through our same network. Like the squad that has been in, we've outlasted some people or have been pushed out of certain situations because it wasn't the right fit or the law of attraction didn't let that one happen or whatever the fuck it was. Like it wasn't meant to be. Like that's just what it is. You don't have to like force nothing on nobody. It just happens. It's crazy, bro.
I think you guys have it down though. The law of attraction. You have to work for it. You know, it's like it's the harder you work, the luckier you get. But you can't just sit there and be like, yeah, I'll just think about it and it'll just happen. Like, no, you guys get out there and actually do the work too.
You gotta feel it, cause like if you're not feeling it, then it's not like you're just thinking it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like your feelings start with how you think. So you gotta think it, but then you gotta feel it. And if you don't feel it, then that's not the vibration's feelable.
Yeah.
Like when you feel good, that's a vibration. You're feeling good. You're attracting more good.
Yeah.
Because you feel that shit. You put it out in the universe. So it's like, yeah, you can't fake that shit. You can't just sit there and think it and it happens.
Yeah.
Like if you're not
check off the boxes and just hope you'll get there. Yeah.
Exactly. You gotta really go out there and feel your way around. If that didn't feel good, don't do it. Do something else that feels good and you'll find your way to the ultimate goal. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yep.